Hi, everybody. I'm not happy. No, I'm not happy. Oh, by the way, to the writer of this Gundam series, why don't you go back to make Code Geass Season 3, Season 4, Season 5, Season 6, and keep doing that until you're too blue in the face. I don't like what's going on in this anime. I really don't. And I have some major problems. I do. I really do. Episode 18. Just, nah, it's fine. Who gives a crap? Anyway, episode 18 of Mobile Suit Gundam, which for Mercury are empty selves. Episode 19 is called, just to give you context here, Not the Best Way. Okay, so let's unpack this. I'm just letting you know, you're gonna hear me roast, absolutely roast Prospera, Gundam Ariel, and Miriam. I'm gonna leave Ghoul, he gets a pass because he didn't do anything in this episode. It was just with Marine and then, so on and so forth. So, let's unpack this. After the bullcrap that was last week's episode, or 2 weeks ago, we find that Suletta is moving on. She's just doing her schoolwork like a care in the world. Now, when done happening is... Now, this is the thing that's kind of funny. She didn't want to go see Mary. She didn't want to see her. She didn't want to see her mother. She was happy. Or at least it seemed like she was happy. She was moving on with her life. She was doing her schoolwork with friends. It was fine. Then, our favorite ready to punch people in the faces girl decides to poke. Of course, I'm referring to Choo Choo. I'm going to call her Choo Choo. I cannot spell her name for the life of me. Chuaturi. We'll call her Choo Choo. You know, the girl with the pink hair, and she's got like Mickey Mouse ears here with the hair. She tells her, why aren't you pissed off that she left? And, Soletta's saying it's her fault and so on and so forth. And, of course, we got stupid Ghoul's douchebag little brother. He's another douchebag in the show who's like, oh, you lost. Hey, why don't you go get bent? Your brother's running the company, not you, you little shithead. And then, they thank Choo Choo for saving them during the whole thing with the Earth, which is attacking the school. And they go on their way. And Suletta confirms that he's right, and so on and so forth. And Choo Choo decides we're going to talk to Mary. Not a good idea. While this is happening, we see Mary, that stupid bitch. Get used to it. I'm calling her a stupid bitch. Get used to it. And the worst mother. Yes, I've said it. I don't care. The worst mother in anime. In Gundam anime. Because this mother decided to do something in this episode that pissed me off. And it's equivalent to abandoning your child. I said it. I'm not taking it back. Now, there's some talks going on, and Ghoul reveals to Suletta, to Marine, that apparently they have another Gundam. This was something that was done offhand before everything else that went down, and it's this, I saw this on Facebook, it's got this like ring around its head, and so on and so forth, but it's not completely built. So that happens. We find out Prospera is talking to Shattuck. Yes! The best character in the show as of right now. That's right. I'm rooting for Shattuck. I'm dead serious. I hope he makes his moves. I hope, because what he does in this episode, basically, he gets support for the election. That's in 2 weeks, the vote. Of course, Marion hears this. She confronts him. And, they don't mention Suletta at all. this group, this what have you. But it's revealed that he made connections with the Say Sorry organization, which was the one that Prospera is involved with. And like I said before, in this episode, there's a lot going on, so it's kind of packed in. But while that's happening, they discuss a few things. They find out that riots are going on Earth, and so on and so forth. Now, we get some more feedback with Gruel's brother. Who gives a shit about him? He's like, oh, they shot him, or whatever stupid shit. Who cares? I guess he's upset because his brother took over the company. Whatever. We also get Martin. This was a weird scene. He's in front of a Haro in a room, and he confronts about Nika and that she betrayed them and all this stuff. And then that girl, I forgot her name. Oh, what's her name? I forgot her name. She's real sexy. What's her name? Shit. Let me go upstairs. What's her name? Oh yeah, Cecilia. So he sees Cecilia there, and she calls him a double-crossing rat or something, which was weird. Then we have another scene in this episode that confounds me. It's these two characters who show up and confront. These two characters' names were June Fang, and I forgot the other guy's name. But they confront. Who do they confront? Prospera's co-worker. What was her name again? Started with a B, I think. Oh, Belmeria. So yeah, they confront Belmeria and about some kind of one of the hangars has something at hangar 78. And she says that's where it ends. So we continue with the episode, as I said before, and the whole thing with the riots, and they decide to go to Earth and blah, blah, blah. They're going to use Ariel. Okay, that's great. This is when we get the moment that pissed me off. Really off. Suletta then gets to see Mercury, but she doesn't get to see Mercury. She gets to see the Gundam. She goes in the Gundam. They go outside, and, it's revealed to her that she's a clone! Yay! Well, it's seemingly a clone. She says she was from Ari Samaya's genes. And she says, you're not needed anymore. Not needed anymore. And then we see on her face, it's the red markings. She wasn't really a clone. She was a baby when we see this flashback and all these things happening to her. And the Gundam basically ejects her. And Prospera goes with her. She puts on this cord and this thing, which is a beacon for them to come and pick her up. And she leaves her in space. Now, there's a conversation with Ariel, and she says, right, Suletta needs to be free. Now listen, that's what happened in the episode. The next one, I already told you what episode 19 titles. I'm going to say this right now. I don't like what's going on here. I'll admit, Kogias writer, this took some balls. It did. It did take some balls to do this. But the thing is this. You just jettisoned your main character out of the plot. And don't tell anyone who in the comment section who wants to say that's not true, it is. Because she doesn't have importance in the plot. What's her importance? Her mother, Mercury, Gruel, the Gundam itself. They've all told her the same thing. Be free. Go to school and learn. She's out of the plot. She's out of the plot. She's completely out of the story of Gundam, of this witch from Mercury. She's the witch from Mercury! Oh no, it's not. It's Samaya. Huh? But I forgot to mention one more detail about that conversation she has with the Gundam, with Air Samaya. She doesn't need her anymore because she's going to get her body back. Whoop-de-freaking do for you! What does that mean for Suletta? Listen, I don't like what's going on here. I want to know what the punchline is. Because right now, all I see is bullcrap. And I know people are going to comment on this, and I'm ranting on this, but the thing is that it doesn't matter. Samayaya, the one who was in the prologue, you're not the main character of this show. She's not. She's not the main character. You aren't. The Gundam's not even the main character. It's Suletta. So by you jettisoning her and rejecting her and abandoning her and letting her go have her school life, you have removed her from the plot. So you might as well go on myanimelist.com and remove that from her name. She's no longer the main character. Now, this has been done in certain shows. I know that, I think in, Chainsaw Man, I heard rumors that this was done, supposedly. But this is, she's the main character. So what are you going to do? Have her go to school for the next freaking 6 episodes? Let me tell you something. This is stupid. This is stupid. It's so stupid and so retarded and beyond lazy. You don't take a main character and jettison them out of the goddamn plot and let them just cry, and because you know what's going to happen? She'll turn evil. That is exactly what's going to happen. She's going to snap. And don't pass it on this Code Geass writer. I don't pass it on him. He'll do it. He did it to characters in Code Geass. And I'm sorry I'm screwing over this, but this is just, it's like, where are we going with this? Where is this leading to? So far, it's leading to nothing. The only thing we know from this whole shebang is Quiet Zero. Oh, she's going to get her body back. Whoop-de-doo, Samaya. Little girl who's got like 2 or 3, 50, whatever clones. What about Suletta? You going to let her just screw around at school? Is that it? The only thing she knows is that Gundam and her mother, and she's lost it. If she turns evil, I will not feel a shred of sympathy for her, for the mother, for Prospera. By the way, Prospera, worst mother in anime. Thank you. I don't care. Because you treated her like a piece of crap, and you're the worst mother in anime. You only care about one daughter and not the other. So, go to hell. Marine is a piece of crap, and the Gundam is a piece of crap too. So, I'm sorry if I'm rambling on this, guys, and I know there are going to be hate comments below. But the thing is, it's silly. You're completely jettisoning your main character out of the story. And anyone who says otherwise, tell me, how is it possible? The Gundam is no longer hers. Her mother is no longer hers. She has nothing. Nothing. She's Elin. She's a clone. I don't know. And as far as rating is concerned, it was dramatic. 10 out of 10. But it's just, you've jettisoned her out of the plot. She's no longer important. Is she still the main character? I want the comment section to tell me that. Is she still the main character? Is she? Is she? I don't think she is. I'm dropping. I'm sorry. I will watch next week, and I will see how this develops, but I'm very upset, and I think these creators, Code Geass, is not what I like to see for a Gundam series. Sure, it's interesting. Sure, it's impactful. But what you're writing is not good. So that's all I got for you guys. I'm sorry this turned into a rant. I just, after that last scene, that killed me. That just killed me. I'm like, out of here. Whoop. Worst mother of the year, worst mother of anime, worst mother in Gundam. She's the worst of everything. Prospera is the worst of everything. Even though she's saying she's, oh, free life, you'll be free now. Yeah, you leave her in space. You abandon her. It's abandonment. That's what it is. This is Bankai 922, and there should be a disclaimer on this episode called Warning, Abandonment. Child abandonment. Throwing your child away. I'll see you guys later. Peace.